What you should do if you have acute problems with your Thai wife or girlfriend. Often you notice that something is wrong in your relationship long before the big problems arise. She is dismissive of you and you have the feeling that she is not telling you everything she is doing, who she is talking to on the phone or who she is meeting. Often you cannot reach her by phone, and when you ask her about it, the stories she tells do not sound honest, or she does not answer at all and just smiles. Basically, when you notice that she is somehow hiding something, and you generally notice that her attitude towards you and her behavior is strange and not logically understandable for you. That's more or less how it all starts, and you wake up too late, so that you can't do much anymore and you feel helpless. That's why you have to take precautions so that she can't cheat on you again from then on. From this point on, you need to have a very clear head. It's best if you don't drink a lot of alcohol. You need to be very structured and not emotional. Because she's already at the point where she can use this against you, for example, to the police. All cases that I have experienced myself or that I have heard about from other foreigners all follow the same pattern. 1. You get to know each other. She is extremely tender, helpful, and looks after you in every way. You are the greatest man in her life, and everyone before you was not good, not kind, and did not look after her, was lazy and drank a lot. Of course, she only says that so that you love her even more and, best of all, show pity. She wants you to feel sorry for her because of her past, her poor family who hardly has anything to eat, etc. This phase of complete happiness, of seemingly great trust on both sides, does not last very long. Then the second phase gradually begins, which can last for years. 2. This phase also begins gradually the moment she knows that in your eyes she is the great love of your life. The woman who only does good things for you and wants you to always be with her and to look after you until the end of your life. So, more or less like the way all Hollywood films used to end, riding together on horseback into the sunset. Ha ha ha. Now the moment has come when you are the good Samaritan who can save this poor woman and her poor family from this situation. The Prince from the West. Ha ha ha. If you can identify with this, then you should not be ashamed, but rather be aware that hundreds of thousands, if not millions, before you and now have had, are having, and will have the same experience. At this point, she knows all your strengths and weaknesses, and now she knows where you can be manipulated. Now the little things begin for which she or her family supposedly needs money so that they don't have to starve or die in the hospital or things like that, ha ha ha. But it can also be smaller things like, honey, do you have some money for me? My mother has no money to pay for the electricity. Or, my brother wants to visit my parents again and he has no money to pay for the bus from Bangkok to our parents. Psychologically and intellectually, this is the last moment to understand what is happening and to quickly get away from this woman and her lovely family. Ha ha ha. This is exactly the moment when you, without knowing it or suspecting it, ruin your life or manage to escape the situation, take to your heels and run away. Now I just have to write for those who got involved in such things and were just as naive as I was. Because after all the money that all this has already cost us, this woman also convinced us to build a house in Thailand and invest in all kinds of great things in Thailand. Anyone who is now sitting happily and contentedly in this house with their Thai wife and who has finally realized that we do not have a money printing machine no longer needs to watch this video, and I convey my congratulations, and of course I hope for them that it always stays this way.
Congratulations!
At this point I would like to briefly mention my own story. I had to simultaneously ensure that I got custody of our 3 children because it was obvious that she was not taking care of the children. So I did everything I could to get out of this horror story as secretly as possible. Therefore, I will describe the next things that will happen if you also find yourself with a very bad Thai woman without any children involved. 3 things have top priority now. A. Don't let it show that you have understood that your wife or girlfriend's great love was just an act. Keep pretending to be a naive idiot, even if it's emotionally difficult for you. B. If you haven't done so yet, try to get a contract drawn up with her at a Thai notary stating that the house was built with your own money and that you have the right to live in the house for 30 years. At the same time, you must ensure that you have all transfers for investments in Thailand from your bank in your home country, otherwise have them send you as a PDF. B. If you don't have one yet, get the Yellow House book that you can get from your local council. This will give you a receipt for the immigration authorities responsible for you as documentation of your residence in Thailand. At the same time, you will also receive the pink ID card intended for foreigners. Your wife or girlfriend must come with you as a witness that you actually live there. With this yellow house book and the Thai ID card, you can then buy and register vehicles in your own name and have existing vehicles re-registered in your name. To do this, your wife or girlfriend must give you the vehicle documents or you already have them. If she is a reasonably good Thai woman, she will do all of this together with you. If she refuses to help you with these things, that is of course the ultimate proof that you cannot trust her. If she does all this for you, your relationship might still have a chance, and you should definitely have any existing vehicles, if they were bought with your money, transferred to your name as soon as possible. You would do the same in your home country. If she refuses to sign the notarial contract for the house or does not want to go with you to the local authority so that you can get the yellow house book and the Thai ID card, you should be extremely careful from now on. From then on, you are both opponents and enemies. Now you have to proceed according to C. You still have your life and perhaps important things that you don't want to lose. Of course, he is also aware that she now has to enter the final phase of your relationship. And now she has to try to get her hands on everything you still have. 1. She will try everything to get into your bank account. That's why you have to take all measures now to prevent this from happening. For example, in Thailand it is possible to increase the previously set daily limit to up to 5,000 euros. Example of how this was done to me, using a bank card and entering your date of birth, PIN number and passport number. You can't withdraw this in cash, but you can use it to transfer it to another account. If she has signed the notarial contract and helped you to get the yellow house book and then acts strangely towards you, the following also applies, and if you want to proceed with caution anyway, the same applies. Go to the bank and have them change your PIN number and remember the number in your head. Don't write it anywhere on your smartphone or on a piece of paper, etc. You have to assume that they have known this PIN number for a long time. Of course, your smartphone also needs to get a PIN number from you. And also only remember it in your head. They may have written down your passport number long ago while you were sleeping, for example. This is the first step to securing the money in your account. You must now assume that your wife or girlfriend now has several other options available to harm you in your existence, as I have experienced. She can go to the police and file a criminal complaint that you hit her or threatened to kill her. Then they will try to get you to the police station and ask you to sign your confession or something similar, because the police always have to write a report for every incident. The problem is that you probably can't read Thai. And the police officer who is supposed to take the case doesn't understand English or only understands very little. If this happens, always tell the police officer that you will only come to the police station with a lawyer, which is your right. And of course, never sign anything. That is also your right because you cannot read Thai. Of course, you have these things in your own hands if you get the help of a very good lawyer beforehand, who will not only represent you in court later, but will also protect you from such experiences. As soon as every authority etc. knows that you have a very good lawyer, always carry his business card with you. You will be left alone because then everyone will know that things could turn out very badly for your opponent and that they themselves will then have to testify in court as witnesses. All I can say is that I still love Thailand and I feel much happier here than in Europe. The Thai people are very friendly. I just fell for the wrong woman out of sheer naivety. I have a really nice and lovely Thai woman now, and my lawyer here managed to get all 3 children to live with me. It would be better if not so many foreigners fell for the few bad Thai women, because these stories massively damage Thailand's image in the world. I hope that my advice videos on YouTube can make a useful contribution to this. And at this point I would like to thank Pixabay, where you can download so many really great photos for free. Thank you very much. And of course I would also like to thank my viewers. Thailand is a fabulously beautiful and friendly country. Welcome to Thailand.